And good morning, YouTube. Unscheduled video. Hey, what's going on? This is going to be a quick VR to Dad on YouTube, the infamous Dad on YouTube, and a video he just put out, and something I was just discussing last night in our area and what's going on. But Dad was talking about an interaction he had at a restaurant recently. And the food situation and the restaurant situation, the mob situation. I put the link below. Go check it out in the description box. Maybe I can get it up in the tabs too here at the end of the video. Put a link through it for it. But I was just talking about the state of restauranteering and fast food last night as we were driving through the local grab and go, and we're talking to the wife about it because the labor shortage at all these fast food joints is persisting, and we were discussing why that is. Why are all the fast food places still having these shortages? Why aren't high school kids working? Couple of different discussions back and forth. Like, I don't think high school kids are not working because their parents are getting this free government money. I don't think that's it. High school kids want to go out and get their own cash, their own little spending fund, right? I know my kids do. So really, it's a kind of a mystery in some respects. Are they just getting better jobs because people are paying more and for other things, which they are? If you're not a deadbeat, you can pretty much get a job better than fast food right now, and make a lot more money without a high school degree. You're still in high school or whatever. You can do it. Maybe that's going on. But then I asked the question, are people going to stop going to fast food because of the bad service? And is fast food going to close down? Are people going to go to restaurants, or are they going to go to the grocery store and cook it at home? And we kind of thought about that, and the wife's like, I think people are just going to get grab and go at the sit-down restaurants. They're going to get the grab and go, and that kind of ties the Dad's video and his situation. Like, it sounds like people are going to get the grab and go at the restaurants. We don't do that a whole lot. But it sounds like that might be ongoing, a situation. But something to think about as the collapse, the slow burn continues around us, and Dad's situation in particular, evaluating your safety in position with the mob when you do go to these places, because people are antsy. And then what was funny is we had that discussion in the drive-thru about what people are going to do, and are people going to go to the grocery store more or restaurants? Because I'm thinking people go to the grocery stores more, you're going to have more shortages at the restaurants. And we kind of talked about this a couple of years ago when they first did the lockdowns. Like, people going to the grocery store more going to cause more food shortages there. It's going to be the whole supply chain market's going to be all out of whack because people are going where they used to not go, and it's going to cause time to catch up for the supply system and business operations to catch up to the reality of what's going on. But then we got home, and the wife saw that story about that riot at the Golden Corral out east, and I'm like, see, it's already happening. In some respects, I mean, they were out of steak, right? So they were out of a high-end food item that everybody wanted and everybody was there for, right? Because you go to Golden Corral, people want their steak. And then watch Dad on YouTube's video and kind of his situation. Doesn't sound like there was a shortage, but there was definitely a large number of people wanting their food. And we know what happens when people don't get their food. And people aren't even starving yet. So something to evaluate and continue to watch in your area. I continue to watch everybody post the grocery store shortage videos. It seems to be a east half of the country problem. I haven't seen a lot of them out here in the west. But maybe it's just because I got more friends in the east and not as many. But here locally, and things I see people post, it's like an eastern half of the country. Everything east of Denver is where these grocery store shortages are occurring. To be determined. Is it supply chain? What is it? Who knows? But all that stuff's, as we say, people won't do things, or things won't get really uncomfortable until people start getting hungry, right? Things just might get a little out of control when they just don't get their steak, I guess. So go check out Dad, something to ponder, something to think about and look at in your area. Prep hard, live free.